Konnichiwa, and welcome to the 446th podcast of the NC Rowan County Anime Group. My name is Robert Tyon, and I'm currently the president of the group. I would like for you to please bear with me today because we're going to be covering a lot of things in this podcast. So hold on to your seats, people. This is going to be a lot of fun. I was recently at the Comic Mon store. This is back during last, I would say, Thursday. And I met some young men who was visiting inside the store. They came from Asheboro, North Carolina. A long time ago, I used to visit Asheboro quite a lot. I have a friend whose name is Rick Davis, who used to run a comic book store called The Comic Conspiracy. He sold it to a friend of mine named Jeff Smith. And I asked these gentlemen to be so kind if they could drop off some cards for Ichiban Con 5 up there to the Comic Conspiracy. They said yes, and I gave them the cards. I also have been to the 250 theater we have on Jake Alexander Boulevard. It's a movie theater. And I went and I saw the newest Star Trek movie. I had a great time watching the movie. Thought the plot was very interesting. Thought the villain of the story did a very good job. He's a good actor. Now, I'm going to also go over some of the ideas that I'm going to be doing at Ichiban Con 5 as far as panels. Now, before I get started giving off a list of these ideas and stuff, Ichiban Con does have the right at this time to reject some of my panel ideas. Things like this happens. There may be somebody who came up with a better panel idea and they feel more comfortable with it, because when you're trying to do a show like Ichiban Con, you try to get the best. I mean the very best. So none of these ideas have been carved into stone, but I'm just going to give you a rundown of what I'm hoping to get done. The first idea I'm going to be doing will be an hour-long panel called Japan. Now, I did talk about this idea at the Triad Anime Convention this year, and the subject is going to be about Japan, about its culture and everything, and we're going to sit down and we're going to have a discussion about Japan. My second one will be a celebration of Hiroshima's manga for 200 years. Now, this is going to be a 30-minute panel, and I'm going to try to go over the history of this great artist, who is probably one of the, either the father or maybe the godfather, still working out the details on his information. And this panel will be 30 minutes long. Then I'm going to do an hour-long panel called The World of Inuyasha, and we're going to be talking about Inuyasha and having a discussion about the character and the world that he lived in. Then my next panel after that is going to be called A New Mixed Bag of Fun. Now, I did last year's Mixed Bag of Fun panel, thought it was very good, and it's going to be a really educational panel, but I would like this to be done late at night so that the young people who can't go to the rated R material can come to my panel and have a good time. Then I'm going to try to do a 2-hour panel for the love of Japanese J-pop. That's going to be a very hard subject because I like taking breaks and having my audience give me feedback on what they thought about the videos and stuff. So I'm hoping to make that at least 2 hours long. Then, of course, I'm going to do my favorite classic one that I've done every year, Christianity and anime. And I'm going to try to do a better job because I felt like the last few years that I've done this job, I didn't do enough research, and I just need to really make this the best one yet. And then I'm talking about, and that will be an hour-long panel as well. And then I'm hoping to do another panel called Looking Back 53 Years of Animation, Japanese Animation in the United States. So I'm hoping that all these panels will get okay by Ichiban Con for number 5. Now, we just finished last night, because this is being filmed on August the 14th. They have already shown the first episode of the Heroes of Crossplay. I have a question for my viewing audience. What did you think of the Heroes of Crossplay? Now, I was at work, so I didn't see the episode at all. I'm kind of curious about what your feelings are about this. Also, too, I have some news that I got from the Anime News Network. Funimation has picked up the rights for My Hime, Outlaw Star, The Vision of Escaloni, Code Geass, Agon the Exile, Fairy Trails, Wolf Child, and Cowboy Bebop. And these are titles that some of them were belong to Bandai, and Bandai's out of the DVD business, so they've got picked up. Also too, Semiworks has picked up some of the old Bandai titles like Brain Power, Z-Mine, Sega Pain, Big O Season 1, Season 2, S-Cry, The Girl Who Leapt Through Space, and Kanan the Animation. I'm hoping I'm saying these right, and Almost Soma. Okay, sorry, I have to write some of this stuff down. And I recently watched Naomi Musiki's Visitation. I think that's how they're saying this. These Japanese names can be hard. I'm hoping that's how they visualization. Okay, I'm hoping that is the correct title. And then I watched the new Scandals music video, and I'm not going to even try to announce that name. It's called Saga no Tosca. Some news. Space Battleship Yamato 2199, the final chapter, is going to be coming out in Japan on August the 24th in 2013. I've also been busy watching some Metal Babies. I made a mistake during the last two podcasts. Our J-Pop night is going to be on Wednesday night, August the 28th, and I said the 27th. So that was completely wrong. It's the 28th, Hurley Room, main branch of the Public Library from 6 to 8. Please forgive me for my mistake. Then on September the 14th, we will be having the Salisbury Mall Community Day. Then we're going to have a meeting at the conference room on Woodleaf Lanes on September the 29th in the conference room from 6 to 8. We're going to be showing Black Cat. Now this is the Filmation Black Cat series that was out not too long ago, been recently put out. Then on October the 27th, we will be having another meeting at Woodleaf Lanes from 6 to 8, which will be a Sunday. And we're going to be showing Rosario plus the Vampire. And just in case this video does reach out in time, this coming Saturday, which is August the 17th, we will be meeting at the City Park from 1 to 7 for our cosplay picnic. Hope you can attend. Thank you for watching this podcast. Goodbye.